we're just gonna start off with a simple. Also, if people are typing in questions into the VC chat there in Discord, Patricia, if you don't mind, would you be able to?
Yeah, we have a slide of that.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't have our send
Okay, well. Next,
it's kind of just like this big swoop curve, and
Yeah.
then you just like add the head.
Remember when you were learning the line of action and like we would just go overboard with it and just be like, oh, there's a swoop. I see that swoop. Right? And there's something about moving back a little bit. There's something about going too exaggerated. Anyways, lost track of time. Alright. Next 1 minute pose starting now. This one where I'm thinking for some people, you may not want to even count the forms right now. You may want to beginner or that's all good.
Preferences, then go with what works for you.
There's a question from Senior Russo. So, is this going to be available for later?
Just like the other ones. Also, we're going to be doing this again on next Wednesday. Wednesday, I don't know if you're going to be joining, but I never have. Okay, so here we go. Oh, sorry. This one, oh, you're laughing at the pose. Is
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought I
And
did
also,
something.
my cat is trying to crawl over. Oh, you can probably hear her right now. Over.
That's fine. Yeah. So, yes, CJ Rusoto. So, these are actually on my YouTube channel right now. This is the third one, I want to say. Is that right? Yeah, and currently we are actually doing these things because I, created a sketching course not too long ago in Look at this lovely girl. Oh my goodness.
something similar, but I would go in my backyard and whenever I find snails, I would take them in. I would grab like a couple pieces of lettuce from my fridge and then put them in the little container with them. And that was my first pet. I heard they shed a lot. It's like everywhere I go, I have fur on me.
Now we're getting into some expressions. Okay, this will be cool.
I always found that drawing animals hard to come up with on my own, so I would always have to kind of like look for
that we go to the gym, right? The artistic gym. So, 2 minutes starting now. Yeah, did you see what the next topic is today?
I did.
Yeah, the next topic for next Wednesday is all about one is horizontal, Masay, so I put it towards the top there, and that way we have a little bit more horizontal. There's a lot of really great. Big shout out to Unsplash.
Thought I was a dog person, but then after becoming like, after taking like art a lot more seriously, I realized like, there's a lot of times where I'd rather kind of like be at my desk and spend time doing art. So when I heard that like there's a bunch of artists out there who own cats, I was like, oh, I guess it makes sense because we don't really need to take them out for walks and kind of like. They can kind of take care of themselves. All you have to do is like feed them and play with them a bit. I will say that like if you like a companion, you don't have the time to give them like a lot of attention, then cats are definitely the way to go.
Did you by chance have a Christmas tree this year? Or I
No,
wonder if it's
because of
possible.
my cat. I really
like what you're saying. It's actually really nice. When I was doing art and stuff, and I just see someone in and out. And sometimes it gets annoying because I was just like. But, I don't know, it's great. They're so close. What a cougar would look like or
how they go up and down.
endless fascination.
Cats
we aren't even here because it's the other. Also, I'm not perfect. So, don't feel don't feel bad if you're like, oh, that's me or whatever.
Sounds like a good idea too.
Yeah, love that idea. I'll keep it in mind. You know, before when we would do these 90-minute art challenges, there's actually so many more questions, right? And I actually feel like that's a good thing. Yeah, so I love the fact that you brought that up.
Yeah.
That's something that I practice a lot. You know, where like I'll do that
Yeah.
more than so that the following.
Yeah.
It's so much still there when you do it a
Yeah.
second time, third time,
Yeah.
I was like the first time was like soft and funky like this. And it's like going back to a fun reference. This is
Yeah.
the first time.
Yeah.
easier as well.
Yeah, and it's interesting to also do the opposite where you take time doing one study and then doing it fast, like the next day. So like this one for us right now, I guess we did it really fast in the beginning. Yeah, so it's like it's kind of interesting to see like how both actually still work really well, but slightly different.
All right, you ready to move on to the next one? Here is the fourth 5-minute pose. So you can see what I'm doing here. I'm trying to find similarities in poses and slowly take us into other variations. Because I'm drawing on the left-hand side of the image, but I'm a right-handed person, so my hand is blocking the subject matter. No, it's fine. I have fun with Well, since there aren't any questions, can we geek about Encanto for a second here? You saw it, Miss A?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
But we can talk about it.
I won't talk about the story of it.
Yeah.
Okay? I won't tell you any story points, any characters, or anything like that. But what I do want people to notice if they watch it is the dancing, the choreography. I was watching this quick little video yesterday on YouTube where it was all about the choreography in Kanto, because normally the choreography, you know, for a lot of concentration.
There's a question from Slido from Jamie C.
Oh,
Any recommendation on learning animal anatomy in books or free courses or resources? They can import classes right now, so if you have anything.
I would. So the first thing in the book though. Is that they're practically the same. $30 for 1 month of school, and you get access to all of it. But if, you know, whatever reason, go that route, with books, then I would highly recommend our school's instructor, Carol Whitlash, because she is the one that everybody goes to. It's not because, you know, she's on school. Literally, as artists, yeah, and she has a bunch of really great books. Also has a really great course in schoolism where it's all about Elon. And that takes everything into that. I would that's a great something with just subscribe to any course and then you have access to all the courses.
Bobby, quick question on pet portraits. We've all got to start somewhere, right? So, did either of you kind of do pet portraits in the beginning?
It's more like a
lot of times we don't even notice when our learning has slowed down, right? But I'm always looking for that. I'm always looking for, like, do I feel like stuff has slowed down? Because if so, I gotta pick that up. I want to keep moving forward, you know? Sometimes we get so into one thing because we kind of figured out a solution for it, a method, a thought, whatever. You know, and that's what keeps us in that, you know, doing that thing when we really shouldn't. You know, we become stagnant. So, some other things to look at.
So I think for me, I have a tendency to just like go digital just because of how it's obviously it's easy to like undo and like get colors and also like because client work most of that work for digital work just because of how easy it is to release things. So I like doing it because I always have a sketchbook in my pocket or purse or whatever. And even when I go to, climbing at the gym, I have a sketchbook in my chalk bag. So whenever you have time, like outside where you're not near your digital stuff, then that might be a good opportunity to practice your traditional sketching skills.
Yeah, currently I'm all about digital because I bought some new watercolors. I'm waiting for them to come in through snail mail. So I'm just like pure digital right now. So I get those watercolors and I'll probably get all excited about those and start doing all my watercolors again.
Yeah. Supplies definitely help. And it also helps you to go back and forth between digital and traditional if you have both of them set up easily. So like for me, I have all this stuff set up that where it's like, within arm's reach.
Yep.
So
I got
whoever has a
mine
question.
right there.
Yeah. So whoever is asking if that's something that you want to keep practicing or like if you want to balance both, then it's a matter of making things accessible and there's less of a resistance certain things.
Yeah, I have this video that has like over 1 million views on this old site that people used to go to called Facebook, and it was all about like how to become more productive just in these two ways. One is make the stuff that you want to do more accessible. Two, the stuff that you don't want to do, make it harder. And that's it.
Path of resistance.
question is like, it's very important to get to know yourself and what you need, what drives you, and then move into that. What are your strengths? What is your potential? So many people, they talk about potential, they talk about, you gotta go hard, you gotta go hard, you gotta go hard. And then a bunch of other people are like, no, you can't go that hard. Stop doing it. You know, you're going too hard. I've messed up my whole arm. You know, but other people, other people might think that this is working hard, whatever that is, actually aren't working that hard. So it's also like important. I feel like there's, you know, there's so much talk about not overworking yourself, which is extremely important and I highly appreciate. But then you hear the schoolism interviews and stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, I was all about art for like 2 years or whatever. And then they say, yeah, but you guys coming up, take it easy. You don't need to go my way. Like, well, everybody went that route. You know, so many of, not everybody, but you know, a lot of people went that route to get to where they are. Isn't that the route? I wonder about that all the time, you know, because I'm the same way. I'm like, yeah, I don't need to work that hard. It's all about the marathon, not the sprint or whatever. But at the same time, it's like, would I have gotten to where I am now if it wasn't for those times where I worked really hard? And I would love to ask the question. I was there, sure, and there was a period of time where it was really hard for me.
Yeah, my brush stopped.
That's how I've been feeling this whole entire time. Like, oh shoot, yeah, I gotta go faster like, oh, I'm so insert swear word. That's right. Yeah. You're such a douchebag jerk. Wow. Well, if you're full of awe, then you're awful. But if you have some awe, then that's good. That's awesome. I doubt there's any.
Relates to what we're chatting about just now about working hard, and they told before like this is exactly what I need to hear, and precisely why they were afraid to hear it, and they wonder, do you have any plans that are working hard or aren't working hard enough? Like when do you need to push harder? What does hard working mean? Average for a person. Do you have focus hours or more time in the day? I think they're like
Okay.
measurements.
I love this because I was actually thinking about this literally like this morning. Mine stuff. If I was to do everything all over again, okay, this is the master plan. This would be so good. And this would be so much fun to like, try out. But what I would do is I would, just like say, if that's cool, get a schoolism class, or a schoolism subject. Only because, let me just preface this with only because my books in school, just the books, were hundreds and hundreds of dollars, not the classes. You know, I think it was actually over $1,000 for all the books that we wanted to get. And then if you count tuition in one of the more expensive art schools, you know, talking three figures, $100,000 for one. Schools is literally $300 for an entire year of education. You get access to everything. I know. Bear with me. Right? And you get like over 50 courses. So if you're getting 50 courses, access to 50 awesome courses by people that really know their stuff, for a year of education, that's usually $300. Is it worth it? That's like less than $10 a course. But then right now we have the sale, and that's why I'm kind of like pressing on this so much, because I hope people will take advantage, because the sale, and please, you know, if you take schoolism courses and you find them helpful and that kind of thing, please leave some comments, you know, in the chat or whatever, so other people know. But you know, $300 for 50 courses, that's pretty amazing. So what I would do with that is I would decide on a course, maximum 2 courses at a time, okay? Maximum 3, let's say 3, because like anytime I get bored of one course or I feel kind of stagnant or I'm not learning as fast, then I switch to another course. And that's exactly what I would do if I was doing everything all over again. I would work 8 hours a day and then take a nice long break and then go back to my work like every once in a while throughout the rest of the night, but not feel any pressure to. And then the way that I would work is I would work 25 minutes at a time, learning stuff, and then I take a 5-minute break and just sit there and contemplate what you just learned, and then do it again. Because when you do that, when you do these small bursts of high intensity focus, you tend to remember everything so much more when you give yourself a little break. Yeah, and I love this question because I would be so hungry for it, knowing what I know now. I don't think it would take me that much time.
I wonder how this is for Missy as well. If I don't know, if Missy wants to say something about it.
Yeah.
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
I'm trying to give Missy
It
time
is.
to draw.
It's about work. Like, what does hard working for you mean? And Bobby was saying, like, if I would do this all over again, um,
The master plan.
the master plan. Like, what would Missy master plan be if she would start all over again?
Oh.
Mm,
You have zero skills now, but you know what you know. You got your memories of what happened.
mhm. I would definitely, yeah, schoolism for sure. A lot of like majority of the things that I know now is from schoolism, for sure. I think the other thing is find a community, find people who are as driven as you because like they will motivate you, they will keep you accountable. It's just also good to just have friends that you can talk about, like you can talk about art, but also like other things in life. Um,
So Discord community, the Lightbox Expo
mhm.
Discord community.
Yeah, exactly that. And do like when you learn, remember that you're doing it for your own art. So, which means like whatever you're trying to learn, you want to try to apply that to your personal stuff. So, I think one thing that I wish I did more back then was like it doesn't matter if you put in all that hard work into learning something if you don't apply it anywhere, because then it's like you're not really showing like whatever it is that you like absorbed.
Aw, thank you guys. It's really lovely answers. uh, and by the way, I don't know if TC is here, but TC has a question live for you guys.
Great.
TC, we can't hear you. You might need to pop in back in a voice chat if that helps. I will help TC. No worries, guys. You go on.
Okay. Oops.
And the YouTube chat is raving about these life drawing studies.
Oh, great.
They're really enjoying themselves. They're like, oh, this is amazing. Thank you.
These have been really, really fun, I gotta tell you. And talking while life drawing it has been really, really challenging, which is great.
That's for sure. I think people have noticed that I talk a lot slower and there's a lot of pauses in between. Because of the multitasking.
Oh, the best two people that I know that can do that so freaking fluidly is Helen Mingju Chen and Robert Valley. Both of them,
Mm.
they can talk about completely different things while painting or animating, like for Robert Valley's case, at the same time. I'm
Hello?
sure. Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
This is
How you guys doing?
TC.
Hi,
Hey.
Miss A. Hi, Bobby.
Hey, how's it
Hey,
going? What's your name again?
TC.
Going
Sorry.
TC.
TC.
It's
Okay.
been a while.
It's been a while, yeah. It's great watching you guys do this. And my question is, watching the different images, the choices that you guys are making on how you're sketching them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was curious, Bobby, if you were challenging yourself here with some of these, because I'm watching you start with very little line work and almost starting from the bottom inside up with no head, no reference.
Yeah, I'm trying to do something more um, linear structure. I'm trying to think about linear structure, and I'm also, even though I'm not characterizing them or stylizing them, I am thinking about stylization. Kind of like in the same way that John Singer Sargent would think about stylization in his figures, in his subjects, but in the end, it looks quite representational. Does
I
that
see
make
that.
sense?
Yeah, yeah. No, I see that. I can see the style coming out, and I was just watching you guys sometimes choose to do your block in style with the grumpy cat, and then sometimes these different line drawings
Yeah.
beforehand. So
And actually, if I may, that kind of actually brings up something that is going to be happening tomorrow for all of the Schoolism subscribers, um, paid Schoolism subscribers. I'm going to be teaching the block-in method tomorrow, which is a very common method that I use for life drawing and such. These are sessions. These are kind of like more or less uninstructed, just chatting life drawing sessions. But tomorrow's thing is going to be instructional. I'm going to really get deep into like the methodology and stuff. So for all the people that are already subscribed to Schoolism, look out for that tomorrow. The email went out this morning, I believe, and if you can't make the live version, there will be an email that will go out, I believe, on Friday uh, or Monday at the latest, with a link to watch the webinar again for a limited amount of time for a few days. So you can subscribe now to Schoolism, everybody, and then you would get the the email to rewatch the webinar, um, the block-in method.
nice. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for hearing my
Yeah.
commercial.
Nah, no, no, no. You answered my question there. I was curious about how you guys are choosing to start these off. So I'm noticing differences. So
Yeah,
I
I
appreciate
kind of
that.
go through a Rolodex of kind of like different techniques when I look at a subject, and then I'll kind of pick the set of techniques that I want to use. That's how it kind of goes in my head. All that talking, and I just was noodling a little head that I'm not even that fond of. Oh my gosh. Okay, Musei, I feel like I want to distract you. No, don't worry, I won't.
Well, I was just thinking about like why I do certain approaches for different um, references. I think for me, it's like when I look at something, like what's the first thing I notice? So for this image right here, what I noticed first was like this big, nice like curve. So it
Mm-hmm.
was nice to kind of like lay that in first and then put in the pieces together. So once it's kind of like making a building block. Like what is the first thing that will help like make the image like make the drawing. Sorry, I'm trying to I'm like blanking, but
I
the foundation of the drawing like is this big like shape right here, and then it's a matter of like drawing in the rest of the pieces. And then there's other ones like the very fluffy grumpy one. Like the first thing I notice is like, oh my gosh, it's this big blob, so let me just like try to get that like silhouette in, and then like find certain parts where it indicates like the face, and then the arms, or the legs, and then the tails. So, and this is also just like a matter of trial and error and see what works for you, and testing out new things.
Great, I caught up a little bit. As you're saying all that stuff, I was like, keep talking. Yes. Okay. This is great.
And I believe we have a question from Kozu from Discord.
Yes.
Yeah, hi Kozu.
Hi. A couple of friends and I were talking earlier today, and we're making a zine. It's gonna like just we're all doing our own little comics, and then we're gonna put them together and make kind of like a Shonen Jump thing.
Cool.
But
Awesome.
so that's what we were doing this year, just to see how well we work as a team, like how well we can communicate or whatever stuff like that. But
Mhm.
we were also in the future kind of like talking about like, oh, we can make a video game or something, because we were like asking if we were asking around if we wanted to do industry, like, or who wanted to do industry work.
Mhm.
And some people were like, well, like they are studying stuff that is for the industry, but they're not necessarily sure if they want to get into it.
Uh-huh.
And so it kind of made me think like, I wonder if it's, you know, can or my question was, what is your advice on like skipping looking for industry work and just going at this thing blind, or like should we think of joining an industry just to see how it works
Uh,
before trying some?
I would think about what those reasons are for not working in the industry just to make sure that you don't want to do it. If it's anything that deals with ego because you feel like you can't make it, you're not good enough, there's too many people, there's not enough jobs, that kind of stuff, those are all reasons that are dealing with fear or like, that are fear driven. I don't listen to fear, don't listen to fear, listen to logic. So, that being said, if everything still points to, yeah, I'm not too much of an industry person, that's totally fine. I have lots of friends like that as well. So, I would stay at home for as long as I could. Okay, that was 10 minutes. Darn it, I totally didn't keep track of time. Okay, next one. And 10 minutes starting now. Yeah, so I would stay at home. If you're able to live at home, I would live at home. I would cut down all my expenses as much as I can. The key word is being frugal in the beginning, very, very frugal with your money and what you spend your money on. Um, the other thing that I would caution you about is getting into business with other people that are just starting. Now, I'm not saying that it's impossible, but it becomes quite a struggle. It's a lot less lonely, which is great, but you'll have much more expenses. Every expense that you have is doubled once you have two people on there and you're making one thing, right? So be very careful of that because, the goal for many of us is not money, but money is the way that we're able to keep doing the things that we love, right? So it still is very important. When we made our animated comic book, Nico and the Sword of Light, that cost a lot. That was like, that was a pretty penny. That was like 6 figures. So, yeah, keep your costs low, stay frugal, if you're going to go that route. It's a very
Thanks.
rewarding route, though, if you get through the tunnel of shit and you get on the other side. Like Shawshank Redemption, you get free. Like for me, when I started off, I worked in one studio for 11 months, and then I ended up quitting. And I had a really rough time. I don't know if I even talked about it before.
financial situation, your friends' financial situation. What kind of risk tolerance are you guys able to handle? And then maybe like also figuring out like a solid game plan, doing a bunch of research. But that being said, even if like things go wrong, it's not necessarily a failure. It's just a
I'm talking about? And the iceberg starts to flip. Oh my. That's scary.
Hi guys again. Hey guys. Sorry, I was getting that mic to work. This is Obuchi again. This time with an actual question. So I just want to say, like, I've grown in like digital painting so much following artists like you guys, you Bobby, and other people. So what the new I found like recently is when I do painting, I'm great to still working with like and I was wondering, like when you guys get
Whatever. And then you're gonna have feedback and revision. And the multiple layers help you that's the biggest reason for me, because back in my day, layers was a new function. Photoshop 3, I was like, oh, now you can use layers. What is layers? You know, and on a play devil's advocate here, like, less layers, a lot of times is very refreshing as well. You don't have to go around finding which layers to start putting on, and then editing, and just edit. And that's really nice sometimes. Slow mo.
Makes me less committed to whatever it is that I'm painting. So exactly what Bobby said, like, it's much easier to yeah, just rather than finding like layer 110.
well, and also a schoolism instructor. And you get that course as well when you subscribe to schoolism. It's a wonderful course where he draws with you, he gives you different assignments, different exercises, does them with you, and just is inspiring and fun. All sorts of things. Just seeing a master like that draw. We don't have any courses on the correlation between music and art,
And I think that's like he is able to see that because he knows a lot of like art movies and he can easily connect things with music if he like listens to it. And for me, it was really like I guess it's just because I really like rock climbing. And for me, rock climbing, I can correlate art with music together. So I think it's a matter of like finding what interests you and try to like find things that connect together with art, which means focusing on art knowledge that you can find connecting it with your life in general and your interests, and it'll be much easier to do that. So although of course that's a great idea, I think for me, I would say like in the
love it. Yeah, Jonathan Hardesty is always relating it to fighting. I'm scared of that guy. Hey, I was thinking, yours is looking wonderful. I'm feeling pretty good about mine as well. Do you want to give it another 5 minutes? Let's take a little further. Okay. Yeah, and for the viewers, there's no kind of hard set rules to this. Guidelines and stuff to get started, but it's kind of like the flow of the things that we talked about. It's like what's in yourself. You know what is kind of fits for you. Same thing with music. Always pause the video, go back, whatever. There's no hard set rules here. Oh, also, by the way, I already see people doing it, so that's great. Please share your drawings and sketches and stuff. I totally look through them. Do you ever look through them as well?
Oh, like the hashtag. Also, I noticed on Discord people have been posting their students.
Yeah, post them it on the bottom right hand side. Don't use hashtag #NightyMac because actually there's most of the people that post. I know I put that last time, but most of the people that post, I found they actually post with hashtag #NightyMin Art Challenge, which is what 90 minutes stands for.
I could see that there's another simple shape right here. So then I would make that shape match up with this shape. And then this is how I do it when I try to look for proportions, is to look for relationships.
And another thing that you were totally showing there is the idea where you also want to think about the different gears that you're thinking with, because when she was doing that, she wasn't thinking super like anatomical or like building from the outside or the inside out kind of thing, or various other methods. She was thinking about this in more of a graphical sense, right, Missy? Like you're looking at these things and seeing like what kind of symbols could represent that the best.
And like another good way is to like draw like straight lines and see what is the distance between certain things.
Right, the plumb lines.
I just realized I took my drawing outside the canvas, so now it's gone.
Oh, can you undo or whatever?
No, I went too far, so this is as far as I can undo.
Oh my god.
That's alright. It's on YouTube.
Okay. People saw it.
Yeah, but if I were to kind of like redo it again, it would just be like another approach could be like finding like simplifying things like angles, because like straight lines is the easiest thing to do, because curved sometimes you're just like, oh, it needs to be more curved here, that needs to be more curved here, but if you just like simplify it and make straight lines, I know it looks like very graphic, but you can always go on top of it and then figure out the subtle curves. Like here, there's a subtle curve in the leg. Yeah.
that's on a white wall, even though it's not white. It's a different color than white. But we look at all the things around it, the lighting, and blah blah blah, and then we call it a white wall because we analyze the heck out of it, right? And Jonathan was saying that you don't want to do that. A lot of times you want to see it for how it is before it goes through your head and you start to analyze the heck out of it and say, okay, that's an ear, but you actually don't even really see an ear. You might see a slight hint of an earlobe, and then that's it, you know? Or an eye. How many times have we seen beautiful, shadowy eyes in a painting, and then you look at it close and you're like, that's actually not really an eye in there, you know? And then how many times have you, the viewer, painted an eye and painted the heck out of it, only to realize that there's too much detail, that, you know, it's not actually how you're seeing it, it's what you're analyzing the best eye that I've ever painted was with this thing. That's awesome. That is fun. Yes, that is going to be so much fun if you're new, especially if you like this. Also, that's not the only webinar happening this month. There's a lot of things happening this month. Pernille Oram is going to be doing a webinar. I just remembered. I believe that's in January. As well as Alessandra Sorrentino, our amazing story artist who works at Pixar. She's going to be doing a webinar as well just this month.